Australia once again saved by their number 6 and 7. Bo Webster and Alex Carey, a partnership of 112 they put on? Yeah, 112. They were 110 for 5 when Travis Head got out. And you're starting to think, okay, could this be sub 200? If it's sub 200, then West Indies are massively in this game. The pitch is not as seamer friendly as it probably was in the first game. I know there's variable bounce, like that Cummins dismissal was just grim. Like it was back of the length and it's hit him in the ankle and bounced onto his stumps. There is variable bounce there. Travis Head got one that bounced on him a little bit. So there is that, but it's not the kind of seaming movement that you necessarily saw in the first innings where it was seeming like a foot, and it's like, well, how do you play that when it's a foot outside my off stump and all of a sudden it's hit my middle stump? That's quite difficult to play. I thought West Indies bowled relatively well for most of it. It was Alzari Joseph that picked up 4 for 61. Jaden Seals 2 for 45. Everyone was relatively economical and threatening with the ball. I'm happy that they included Anderson Phillip. I've really enjoyed him when he's played county cricket, so it's good to see him in the side. So I think West Indies had a pretty good day. There was one, maybe 2 drop catches. I know that there was definitely one at cover. I can't think of any more at the top of my head. Let me know if I'm wrong. So I thought they caught a bit better today than they did in the first test. It's not hard to catch a bit better than what they did in the first test. It was awful. Constance Khawaja Green, kind of where the biggest issues are for Australia. Constance makes 25, Green makes 26, Khawaja makes 16. Their starts there, none of them really looks like they were starting to get going. Green was a real push outside off stump. Constance was a bit similar, just no foot movement whatsoever. He just doesn't seem to have a trigger to move into shots, which is also why he gets trapped on the crease with the in-swinger, because he just doesn't seem to have a trigger when he bats and doesn't get his feet moving straight away. And Khawaja once again jumping in the air as he is dismissed. Steve Smith played a really odd shot early into his innings, whether his finger was worrying him with a short ball, and so he tried to take it on, caught a deep fire leg. That was a bit interesting. I think Australia will be happy with 286. There was a few demons in the pitch, not as much as the first game, but I think it was a slightly better batting pitch. But 286 is absolutely no problem. I thought Webster and Carey batted superbly. I mean, without that innings, they are bowled out for without that partnership, they are bowled out for 200, and they're in a load of trouble right now. With their bowling attack, I just think that that's too many runs for this West Indies batting lineup. They might prove me wrong, but I think Australia for me are in the driving seat so far.